This Kawasaki ZZR1400 here that I've apparently parked in a bush supposedly can do 0 to 60 in 2.6 seconds. Now my best time on this bike I think was a pitiful 3.5 second 0 to 60, and I want a little bit of redemption. So that's what we're going to do today, everybody. We're going to see in the real world from an average rider what is the best 0 to 60 you can expect on this motorcycle. Let's jump on and let's go. Yeah, I had no idea I parked it in a bush. Whoops. I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, I think the best 0 to 60 that I ever got was on the Yamaha ZX-14R GP. Managed to get a 2.9 second 0 to 60. That was my best ever 0 to 60 run. And I mean, I'm not a drag racer, alright, I'm a very average rider. I don't I don't really get off the line too quickly because most of the time I don't have to. Quarter throttle on this thing, or not even quarter throttle, from a start line, from a red light, is more than enough to get you in front of pretty much anything. So you never really need to on this motorcycle. I know a lot of people go on about 0 to 60s, quarter miles and things like that, and it does give you a pretty good representation of the performance of the bike. But when you're riding it every day, more often than not, you don't need to do that to get ahead of traffic. So, they do give you quite a good idea of what the acceleration is like on the bikes, but not necessarily how you yourself are going to be able to do it. Do you know what I mean? You might not be able to do 0 to 60 as good as me. There are other people that might be able to do 0 to 60s better than me. So that's kind of like what we're playing with here. It's not just what is on the spec sheet, and it's not just what I do, but it's the type of riding that you like to do. Right, so we could do a quick 0 to 60 up that road there. Let's do it. I don't really want to burn out the clutch today, so we're gonna, I don't know, we'll give it a rest in between each run and we'll see how we get on. But I really hope to get a sub 3 second 0 to 60. I don't have any apps or GPS trackers or anything like that with me, so I don't know what my times are going to be until I get home afterwards. So please don't roast me too bad. Right, I am going to try my absolute best with this bike today. Right, so we are on a 60-mile-an-hour road here. Right, so I do have the traction control and the wheelie control on, because this bike, yeah, you can flip it if you're not careful. All right, here we go. Okay, that wasn't a bad 0 to 60, but I was kind of off the throttle a little bit there. I did forget to put my visor down, so it came slamming down on me. So I have to make sure that I put it down before I actually do the runs themselves. Not a bad 0 to 60, probably a decent warm-up. I don't know what time that would have been, maybe, I don't know, maybe 3.2, 3.3 seconds, something like that. Oh, goodness. Well, this isn't going to be very good for my grip, is it? Right, so on this next run, I think the revs are good. I'm going to keep out the clutch. I'll try and push it out a little bit quicker. See if I can get a little bit of a better time. But this road that we're coming up to is the original road that we were going to do this on. Is a better road to do 0 to 60 runs, but yeah, that has just that one run has made my clutch feel a little bit spongy. So yeah, let's well, f it. Excuse me. Let's give this clutch a good old-fashioned kicking, shall we? Oh god, there's so many cars coming down this way. What we'll do, we'll turn around at the end of this road and we'll come back the other way. That might be better, but this bike is quick, man. Whatever happens in today's video, this bike is incredibly quick. On the spec sheet, 2.6 second 0 to 60, quarter mile, I think it's like 9.6 seconds, something like that. That is an incredibly quick quarter mile. So we can't really do quarter miles on these roads because I'd be doing it well over 100 mile an hour. So yeah, 0 to 60 is about as good as we can do unless we find a good old-fashioned, I don't know, drag strip or aircraft runway, something like that we can use. Right. Okay, there's nothing coming up that way. Let's try and be quick. So again, this is a 60 mile an hour road. Alright. Let's have a look here. Here we go. Ah! I forgot to put my visor down again. So I was going too quick. I wasn't happy with that run. Didn't like that run. I did come off the throttle a little bit. Alright. We'll give the bike a bit of a rest. And we'll go again. Alright, I've got my visor down this time, so it's not going to smack me in the face. Here we go. Proper one this time. Woo! It's good as well that you can get up to 60 mile an hour in first gear. Very, very good. Yeah, that was fairly quick. I did have to come off the throttle a little bit. I'm going to try and hold the throttle a little bit more open, because that's the thing on this bike. First gear is very, very difficult to have a first gear wide open throttle. Yeah, not the easiest to control, because again, I'm not a drag racer. But if I can get under 3 seconds, I'll be happy with that. Right, I'll give the bike a bit of a rest, and we'll do it again in a sec. So I think I've got 2 more runs left in me today, I think. Yeah, the clutch is already starting to feel better. So, yeah, we'll keep it to that, and, well, whatever it is what it is today. I will be disappointed if I don't get under 3 seconds, though, with this thing. It really can do it. I promise it can do it. All comes down to the rider. Alright, let's do it. Visor down. Okay. No traffic coming up behind us. Alright, 2 more runs. I've got to be careful doing these kinds of 0 to 60 runs with this bike, because it produces so much torque. Right, there's no one behind us. Here we go. Okay, that was pretty quick. I liked it, it was smooth. That wasn't open wide throttle, but that was a pretty good run, I think, and perhaps the best one I've done so far. Alright, let's do one more. Alright, everyone. Last one today. I like that one as well, you know. Again, a very smooth run. Yeah. I think that's as good as I've got, at least for the amount of experience that I have right now. Maybe if, I know, at some point in future we get hold of a bike that we can do some drag racing, something like that, I'll probably get better at it then. But I seriously hope that was a sub 3 second 0 to 60, at least on one of them, because I think that is achievable on this bike, even though on the spec sheet it says 2.6 second 0 to 60. I think for most people, the average rider like myself, I think that's doable. And it should be doable. That's giving you quite a lot of headroom. Quite a lot of extra headroom, if you know what I mean. So, let's just out of curiosity, I want to see how quick this bike can go in first gear. Okay, so 11,000 RPM, I just touched red line, it was about 75 mile an hour. So yeah, pretty decently geared actually, this bike, you know. Considering how big it is and how much torque it's producing. Yeah, pretty good gearing. I love this bike, man, but if I don't have to cook the clutch, then I won't. But doing 0 to 60 runs like that and doing a lot of them in a short space of time does damage the clutch, because the clutch is all about friction. That's how it transfers power from the crankshaft to the gearbox and then to the rear wheel. It has like these plates, and these plates, some of them are turning in a basket, some of them are floating, but then when they come together, when they squeeze together, they have springs that squeeze them all together. That is how you get the power from the crankshaft. So clutches are very important things. They're not very expensive to fix for the most part, at least if you're going to do it yourself. And there's not a lot of labour involved either. So, not too bad, I suppose, if you do want to burn out a clutch every once in a while. But of course, if you look after them and, you know, you ride kind of respectfully, or to look after the bike, you ride with that attitude, then the clutches will last a hell of a long time. 20 years or so, maybe even more than that. It really does depend on how you treat them. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? See, look at these potholes, man. These floods have absolutely ruined these roads. Ugh. Yeah, man, this is a fun bike. And I know for a fact that wasn't wide open throttle as well, so there's certainly more power left on the table from the runs that I just did. But I know I had traction control, the wheelie control on, but I wanted to treat it like as if I had it off. This bike will shoot up if you're not careful. If you're too hard on that throttle, this bike will shoot up, and you can flip it. So yeah, just as a bit of a safety net. And of course, if you're going to do this yourselves at a drag strip or something like that, then you would turn off traction control so you can apply the most amount of power possible, and you're not going to let a computer get in the way, you know what I mean? But yeah, pretty quick 0 to 60 times nonetheless, and even if it is over 3 seconds, well, I gave it my best shot, but I think they're pretty good, especially when I got that clutch out, because that's the slowest bit. When you're getting off the line, the slowest bit is trying to get that clutch out. Like, you want to try and get it out as quickly as you can, but you don't want to just let it go, because then the bike will flip itself. So you do have to let it out somewhat gently, but then once it gets to that bite point, you can let it out much quicker. Yeah, man, very, very fun bike. I love this bike. It's fantastic. What a bike. There's a reason why this is the fastest motorcycle in the world. So, and hopefully the 0 to 60 that we've done today have proved that. Even if I can't do them, it should give you a glimpse, especially because that wasn't wide open throttle and I could have been better on the clutch for sure. that gives you a good idea of the potential this motorcycle has, and with a little bit of practice, well, you too can do really quick 0 to 60s on a motorcycle like this. This is a rocket. It really is. And considering we've been riding this bike for over 4 years, yeah, man, it still gives me chills. It still excites me. This bike is still the bollocks. It's really good. I absolutely love this motorcycle. But thank you ever so much for joining us on today's video. Have I redeemed myself today? Well, I don't know. I'm not going to know until I get home and I start editing today's video. But if you think I have, then go ahead and let me know down in the comment section below. Leave that like and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more of our videos on the awesome Kawasaki ZX-14R. And we will catch you all in the next video, everyone. Take care. Ride safe.